Hey you, welcome back to part 15 of the Y-Wing build. I still haven't fixed that yet. What you'll see today is a bunch of other stuff that I can't quite remember because I've not got around to the editing part yet, and yes, I've got a croaky voice again. Magic! So yeah, it's just try that again. Stupidly busy at work, doing double shifts still, and it's just nonsense, and I can't get to do anything at the moment. But I will be back very, very soon. I am chipping away at the editing now of the Boba Fett build, so I've still got stuff that I can upload in the meantime. But yeah, sit back and relax and enjoy, and we'll see how... Oh, also, you'll notice that at some point I've managed to do this. I cannot find the clip at all whatsoever where I actually installed that onto this canopy. Did it on the other canopy, but on this one. Sit back, relax, and watch nonsense. That's white grey, right in front of me. I can't see wood for trees. Right. Do we need to paint in that landing gear? I don't know. It doesn't say. Magic! Doesn't say, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of homework on that. Or shall I use my imagination? No, I'll not use my imagination, because if I use my imagination it'll come out pink. So no, we'll leave it in that aluminium colour and we'll just snotty that up with Starship filth or something in a moment. But we do need to gum up in white paint. Gum up, paint up in white paint. Top cannon. Top cannon. So, cracking down clips. Have I got any cracking down clips spare? Have I used them all? I think I've used them all. You'll do, come in. I'll pinch them off Bobby, because they're dry now. So, nick that one there. I'll nick that one there, like so. I'm literally going to use about 3-4 drops. 3, I reckon. In the bottom of my cup. Now if this does come out with a slight tint of black because of the rubber black we've just been using, that's fine. It'll just add to the weathering process. Obviously, if you're after a clean bird, make sure your airbrush is clean first. 4 drops. Good swear, just frost it back a little bit. Second coat. Cut to air, frost that back. Lovely. That can go to one side to dry. First coat. Catch everything in a nice thin layer. Again, don't smack it all down in one go. Cut back to air, dry that off a little bit. And a second layer. I'm not going right to the end of the barrels because that'll add to the weathering process. So what we can do now is, don't know if you can make that out, I've actually stopped short of the end of the barrels, so they've got this nice little fade into grey. It's really subtle, aluminium even, so it's really subtle. Right at the tips will come back a little bit with some pastels once that's dried. That's not a problem. So I'm just going to pop that into there to dry, and then I'm going to really quickly find the nose cannons. Okay, so I found the nose cannons, and hopefully I've got enough paint to catch this now. Same thing, ghost on your first layer. going to stop short of the barrel tips again. Cut to air, dry that back, and I should have enough to catch that with a second coat. Cut to air, I think that's it. Oh no. So we've got a third coat on. Lovely, pop that there. And then right at the top, hopefully you can focus. Bloody thing. Just at the top here we've got a really gentle fade into the original primer. It's ever so subtle, you can probably see it there better. Ever so subtle. Which again will help with the weathering in a minute. So as soon as that's dry, we'll come back, whack some dark pastel over the top of that, just to simulate gun smoke. I know, gun smoke is lasers. I'll tell you what, I was just about to stop the clip, but no, we'll carry on. We'll paint bits for the R2s. Grab another cracking nail clip off the corner here. So what we'll do with this, with the R2, is I'm going to paint this body in the same white grey anyway. I'm going to leave the heads in the aluminium, and what we'll do is we'll use this body here to hold the heads. So as soon as we've painted these white, well, I say white, we're using that white grey still. Don't get scale effect. These colours should be slightly darker anyway. If you use a proper white, it'll just look wrong. So if you don't have this white grey in your arsenal, literally add the tiniest spot of black or blue, a really dark blue, to the paint you already have. Ooh, not you. Yeah, to the paint you already have. If you're using a true white, just knock it down that little bit. Scale effect, I think I mentioned it in a previous clip, hopefully I did. The further something away it is, the further away something is even, the darker it will look, because of the way the spectrum of light works. As the light moves away from us into a distance, it starts turning slightly blue. So if you can imagine, this R2 unit is, what, 100 metres away, something like that. Probably not quite. It will look slightly darker than true white anyway. So that's that. So we'll leave that to dry. Yeah, leave that to dry. Cannons are drying, head things drying. Yeah, head things drying. As soon as they're dry, we'll add the pastel over the top, seal all that in with gloss varnish, pin wash over the top of those. Same with the R2. I'll gloss varnish them at the same time as do the cannons, pin wash on them, and then we're ready for painting the heads. I'll gloss varnish these at the same time with everything else. Yeah, slowly getting there. Right, let's get that orange back in. No. In fact, don't do that. There's that brush gun. There's the brush. So using that same funny black powder we had before. Literally a couple of scrapes. And grab that. And it's literally just a quick scrape right across the top, like so, just to darken that down a little bit. Just add that scoring. Yeah, got a bit darker. Oh, sun's out. All the little boys are out on the mopeds. So it's lovely and subtle. It's not an in-your-face transition. Oh, I forgot you were on. Happy we jumped that did. Right, where's the nozzle cannons? Nozzle cannons. I'm going to do the same here again. Across the nozzle cannons. Let's go into a little bit of clearer stuff. Here we go. Again, nothing too drastic. Just enough to trick you right into thinking there's something there when there isn't. Like so. And again, you can go as dark or light as you want with this. It's entirely up to you. And of course, we've got the option of, once we've done the matte varnish over the top of this, to add a secondary layer of scouring, so you've got a progressive weathering layer. So I think I'll do that with this. Yeah, we'll gloss varnish this now with everything else that we're going to do. Let's come back out. So we've got, have the wiring back out the shot. So we've got the nose cannons, we've got the top cannon, defensy things, we've got, where have you gone? The little turret off the top of the cockpit. We've got the R2 body, not the brushes, we've got the R2 heads, have we? Or do we? No, we'll leave those. We'll take the undercarriage bits. Gloss varnish all those now. Righty-doke. We're not going to need a huge deal for this now. So a tiny little squirt of old listeners. I'll find a word in a minute. Tiny little squirt. And then the brush we normally use for this. I was literally going to make a quick and nasty mix. Which is a little bit more. Let's wipe that off on the tissue at the side of me. So we're literally making a really quick and nasty mix. Just a little bit too runny that. Touch more and we should be done. That should do it. No. Alright. Yep, that looks about right. So hopefully you can see that running away there on the side. Let's do that again. No, still hiding it. Let's bring you in. So if I come into the wash there, and then a little dot on the side, you can see the run. Like that. That's just about right for what we need. And then if we grab this little fella here, we're actually just touching it at the corners, and then it'll wick away into the corners and all through the panels and things like that, and then that's it. Stop, leave it. Let that dry completely now. Same with the R2 bodies. Literally just going to run all over the place. Off camera. I'll show you that again now. Pikachu! Pikachu! Zoom, 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 zoom. Focus on me, not the background. Focus. Oh, focus. Here we go. Alright, so literally just run around. Look at that. That's fine, that's exactly what we're after. Exactly what we're after. Let's get into the leg stump as well. And then just off camera I have this little piece of tissue roll. Tissue kitchen roll type thing. So where you can see the little puddles where we've put too much on, not a problem. Just try to brush off a little bit, come back and wick away the excess. No problem. No fuss, no hassle. Done. So again, that can go to the side now to dry completely, and then we'll come back at that with a cotton bud just to take that the excess off the bodywork itself. Where's your legs? There's your legs. Come here, you. Hey, said we wouldn't need a great deal. And again, we're just going to whip around everywhere on this, just darken all these little recesses. Like so. It brings out the detail beautifully. Look at that, that's gorgeous. So that's that. And then we'll add some more on these cannons. I think so. It makes it all pop. Lovely stuff. That's that one. Now with the undercarriage itself, we'll do a gun wash on that. Put that off to the side there, that off to the side. Grab a gunking brush. So purpose brush for this that I have set aside. Knock some of the excess off and then straight in. And this is why we gloss varnished it as well, just to help the paint whip around all the little crooks and nannies on the R2 bodies and the cannons. Ooh, that's what I didn't do the nose cannons, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Just literally going to smother everything in Starship filth. Like so. I'm just going to pop that to the side for a second. Let's get these fellas done. All over. Now you can take this off straight away, not a huge problem, but when I get the nose cannons done, before the tiny little wash that I've just made evaporates completely. So that now, off to the side I have a towel. I'll literally just rub that away like that. You can see it's still dark in the corners, but if you take most of this off now on the towel, it makes clean up a little bit easier. If I can find my family odds than this, especially for brush cleanup. It just disappeared again. Nope, I'll find that in a minute. So we'll take care of that in a moment, properly. Just before all this evaporates, let's bring this back in. Nose cannons, there we are. So just around these edges here. Like so, just create a shadow where there isn't one. Like so. Excellent shot. Come on, focus. Never mind that. Don't mind the grip behind it. Silly camera. So there we go. Just add some shadows on these little barrel parts, and if we need to, we can actually detail paint some of these as well, if we really want to. Like so. So again, we'll leave that completely to dry now. Don't worry about all these little gribbly bits. That'll clean up nicely. So, happy with that. What I'm going to do now with this stuff here, I've got a couple of bits and pieces I can do on Bobby Fett that I can use that on just to take care of things. See, that's the advantage of doing a couple of builds all in the same go. Alright, so taking care of this gunk wash. I can't remember if I filmed this part or not when I gunk washed it. If I didn't, I apologise. I genuinely can't remember. I won't know until I edit this together now, but literally a couple of strokes of gunk wash of Starship filth over the top, and then come back with a rag, wipe most of it back away until you're happy with it. That I'm happy with now, because I don't know if you can make that out. Right at the top of the strut there's a bit that I can't quite get to, and I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that because that looks natural, as if it's all kinds of gunk and rubbish and God knows what else that's accumulated. But of course this is, you know, quite flimsy. That front strut is really flimsy, so do be careful with that one. I noticed as I was clipping it away from the frame, like a little revel moment. There we go. I love how it just picks that detail out, shadows everything. I love that. I do love that. So this will take a good few days to dry now, at least 4, possibly 5, and then we'll come back, matte varnish all that and see what's what. But that's okay, that'll give me enough time to sort the base out and get all that shit shape and fancy and ready and things like that, because that's next. I shall prime that. I have a feeling I may well end up leaving that in the primer grey, because that primer grey is lovely. Just do a few highlights here and there just to break your eye a little bit and things like that. Now on these parts, find my cotton buds, they did the wash too. Squeak! I'm quite happy with how that wash is taken as it is. I don't think we can get you close enough to that detail to show it. I'm just going to have a quick scrub. That's it now. It's not really made a huge difference to what I added, but it's just enough to catch the eye and make you think there's a depth there that isn't actually there. I like that. Oh, someone's got a sticky star smelter outside, so I actually like that. There's a depth there that isn't there. It's a good little trick. Alright, so we should be able to see this better on R2's body. Focus. So it's literally just a gentle scrub, and you can see like the puddles that accumulated are slowly disappearing, like so. Use a dry cotton wood for this. As you can see, it comes away beautifully, leaves a detail behind. Oops. Apologies. Lovely. So we'll leave this to go off again, just overnight, just to make sure. And then what we'll do is we'll seal that in with a matte varnish too. Then I'll whack the heads on, get all those detail painted, and then worry about this properly. Right, is there anything else there that I need to show you? I don't think there is. Right, sorted. Yeah, just wait for that gunk wash to dry. Zoom out, Tony, you're using giant hands again. Wait for that gunk wash to dry for about 4 days. Wait for the R2 body to dry off overnight. We'll add some matte varnish, and then yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and do more bits and bobs and things like that. Awesome. Right, I'm going to bed. I've had enough. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not going to bed yet. I forgot about these. So we're going to scrub across the panel lines. If we go with, we'll take the detail away again. So we'll come down and against. Like so. And that's done. And now I'm going to bed. Yeah, just shift that. Right. Yeah, I've just done a little bit of filming for them guys again. I like doing their stuff. Brilliant. Right. Where are we up to? Bring this fella in. Bring this fella in. Right, now. Gunk wash is dried. It's actually had a week because it got really busy in work again. It got crazy busy. So, hang on. Shift you back out the way. I don't need you yet. We'll matte varnish these first. Matte varnish these. Yes. Matte varnish those. And that, and that, and that. Is there anything else? R2 can wait till last. Just off camera. Don't know if you can make out. Here, here, and here. I've got all these little holes where I put these things into. I've lost to the R2. Well, it's actually the R5 set. I've got to try and get that out yet. Magic. Anyway, right, matte varnish these. Matte varnish these. Grab the matte varnish, and I'll be back in a minute because I've got to put the blowy, sucky, thingy, vapoury, make it go away type thing. What's that called? Thank you. Hey, brilliant berries. Here comes a Johnny. Okay, I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited. Right, slow down, stop, breathe. This is where you'll start making mistakes. How's that going to work? I'm hoping I've not varnished that down. There we go. Lovely, right. So there's the interior. I'm happy enough with how things are now that I'm going to unmask. I'm going to unmask this fella. I'm going to unmask this fella, he says. Come on. Well, you come on. Come on. Oh, I do apologise, I've got sniffles. Got sniffles again. What's that about? This year seems to have been a constant sniffle fest. It's rubbish. I don't like it. Don't like it. Well, that one. Yeah. Right, stop it. Okay, drop the cut. Ooh, done. Hold on. Ooh, what was that show? Batfink. Hold everything. Right, I'm going to have to try and put that in without breaking anything new. This will be fun. I can't line it up and I can't get that cockpit back out because there was definite clunk and it's not moved since. We're on national TV, darling. Don't misbehave. Don't make me swear either. Right, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. It's not cooperating, lovelies. If you hear music, it means I'm using naughty. Oh, hang on. I was just about to say, if you start hearing music, it's because I'm using naughty words. I'm hoping that's in. Doesn't feel like it. Right, let's grab a figure. I'll see what it looks like. Oh, balderdash. Yeah, I behaved on that one. That's it, aren't I? I'm going to have to take it apart. Oh, fiddlesticks. So then, boys and girls, we've learned from this, make your decision early. If you're having a pilot in, be prepared that you're going to have to take your cockpit apart again so you can get his legs in. The other option there is to lop his legs off completely, which would be a great shame. It is something I've done in the past with airfits kits. While we're here. Sniffles again. Said about. Very careful. Very gentle. It might help. Just to shave some of that paint back a little bit. Looks a bit fighty that then. There we go, that's better. That was better. Okay. Throw the tub back in. There's the tub back in. One canopy. And you can just about make out the pilot and just about make out the details in the back. I like that. I do like that. So for those who questioned how much you'll be able to see the gribblies inside that are painted, that's how much you can see them. So I'm really happy I did that now. And of course you get the cockpit itself, the dashboard even. Lighting's a bit shocking that side. Yeah, I like that. So I'll just throw the neck back in. And again, being very careful not to damage anything we've done. There we go. Whoop. Back out. Don't know what that's. No idea what that's about. Or why that's there. It's been there a few days and I don't know where it's come from or anything. Probably my dear old mum going, I found this. Will you be able to use it on one of your tanks? So give that a little squish. Like so. And then we'll take that top cannon. Like so. He says, missing the hole completely. Again, be careful, it's a bit delicate, that one. Give it a jaunty angle, because why not? And then we'll take the undercarriage. We'll pop that little. Ooh, there's a point. Where were the? Aha! There's one. There's one hatch. So we'll have a look at sorry, I'm just trying to find the hatch. Where's the hatch? There's the hatch. We'll have a look at whether we can put those hatches back on in a moment. Because I think you can. I should imagine you will be able to. Just bring it away a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so again, a little bit too much paint around the peg. I'm just going to scrape that back. Like so. Stay. That's better. Better. Have a look at whether we can put these back in. Let's say I think you should be able to. Oh, that's quite a handy little feature. So it actually slides out the way. I like that. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, while I'm doing this, whether or not we can actually add some detail to that. Just to liven it up a little bit. Like so. That's that one. And then, what was it? Was it here? There he is. I found it. And be very, very careful with this one because this does have a flimsy little stalk to it. Like so. And that doesn't look like it's going to go back in. So we'll leave that off for now. And there we go. Don't knock your airbrush over. And the only thing is I can't get my lighting down far enough. Can I? There we go. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, so we'll take care of what's it called? The stand. We'll take care of the stand now. Yes. Almost there. Almost there. Before we do, I've got to do it. I've got to install the open cockpit. So just very careful. I'll take the masking off the cloth, like so. Take the masking off the inside. Like so. Oh, sun's out again, is it? What is it? Right, with the sun coming out and then people driving around like absolute... I just don't understand it. Stupid. It really is. Right, so painting the cockpit black before we actually do it, that's why. So when we install this now, it'll actually look like, which I don't think you'll be able to see properly in this scale anyway. But it actually looks like there's a frame in there. Now, we're going to have to be careful with this one, boys and girls, because that is, it's the clear perspex, clear plastic, which is a lot more brittle than the other stuff we've been using. But if you have a quick look under there now, then if you just make that out just behind his head, it actually looks like it's been blacked out. You'll see it better on this one now. Just pull the tape away, like so. Get rid of the clip. Clip's in the way. Silly bloke. Oh! I think I covered this in that episode as well when I was masking everything up. Resist the temptation now to add any more varnish over the top of that, otherwise you'll ruin the effect that you've now got. Especially with either aerosol or... I don't know what an aerosol is. Aerosol or airbrush. If you are going to do any more work, take this cockpit completely away out of the equation. So all you're going to do is fog the glass up. Very shot, Tony. That's one. Gets off my finger. And one. Glass away. It's not glass at all, is it? Sticky tack. There we go. Oh my. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Right, tell you what. While we're at it. Page. Yep, the Facebook page. Publish. Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo. Bajeek. There you go, that's what we'll be posting. Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. Is that a filter? Why not? Spring filter. There we go. Filter. Filter. Use. Say something about this photo. Almost there. Publish. Boink. There we go. Simple as that. Right, I'm going to do that stand now. And speaking of which, that brings us to the basey bit where I haven't quite primed in that corner for some reason. So, alongside the clip that's missing of me installing to top lasers onto the canopy, the clip of me priming this in black steel res. Black steel res, he says looking for it, which is, I don't know, I can't even find it. But basically the bits and bobs for the stand have been primed in black, ready for when I finally get back to doing some building and painting and making, and yeah, which will be hopefully very, very soon. So join me next time and hopefully we'll finish this bit off and wrap everything up with the final episode. I think it should be anyway, because that's, that's pretty much everything done. There's not a great deal more I can do to it. The diorama is going to have to wait for the time being, I'm afraid. Don't have time for all that. As always, thank you so much for your patience and for watching this nonsense and sticking by me and being absolutely bloody amazing like you all are. Thank you. I'll be back very soon. Take care, guys.